Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? And welcome to, well, it can only be what it is on screen right now. This is going to be our reaction and our aftermath analysis of the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 release date trailer. And I don't know what it is. I just like seeing Xenoblade trending for gaming.
Yeah.
As it should. But that's besides the point. First things first, we do apologise for being a little bit late to the party here. Oh, hello. Uh, Hello, Socks Nerve. Nice to see you. Um, yeah, this is just us, and we are just here for to view Xenoblade. And you know what? Yeah, because this has got announced pretty quickly, I think it's fair to say we are having a good goddamn day. But just to set the scene a little bit here, the reason why we are so late to reacting and analyzing this is simply because we had work. Like literally, as soon as the news dropped or this trailer dropped, mind, yeah, we were literally out the door to work, and here we are now. Yeah, so it took us a while, but we're here, so I guess let's talk about it. We're not going to talk a great deal before watching it. I guess we should just get the elephant in the room out of the way. For those of you who don't know, as in like the one of you who hasn't seen the trailer besides us, Xenoblade 3 got pushed forward in terms of its release date, which is super surprising
and kind of worrying in a way.
Okay, before we're gonna get to the trailer, let's talk about that for a second, just so we can get a bit of context. At the end of the day, Monolith Soft and Nintendo, whichever entity you want to use, at the end of the day, it's a business. The Monolith Soft did not push this forward because they're so happy and giddy to bring out Xenoblade as fast as they can. That's not the case here. At the end of the day, this was a business decision. Now, I'm gonna be cynical here, but I'm gonna use my common sense. This was done for either for myriad of reasons. One, either they want to have the game during the summer drought, because summers for gaming are normally a time in which AAA games normally do not go out. So maybe they want to use something to fill that gap, or they have something else coming out during September or late 2022. They don't want to get in each other's way. Because the last thing you want to do as a big company is to have like 2 AAA games and having players to choose between one or the other. But the smart move would be to spread them out and let players get them both when they release. Now, granted, it can't be Breath of the Wild 2 because that recently got announced. It is going to be later on next year. So that means there's either gonna be something coming out at the end of this year, or maybe they just want to have a tie over for the summer. And for me, and this is gonna be a personal thing, and I'm rambling, but I will. This is my last thought before we get to watching this. As you said beforehand, I'm cautiously optimistic about this. I've always, and I've never shied away from this. I've always said, do not pre-order video games unless you see gameplay, unless you trust the developer. Monolith Soft for me is the last guard for me. Any other developer, any other company, I don't pre-order because they've had many false promises, many bad games, and you should always wait until you get the reviews, see the gameplay and whatnot. So that's it. And this is the last thing, and I promise. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. But I will respect Nintendo for this. The reason why is because Xenoblade 3 pre-orders, as in like pre-orders from Nintendo themselves, did not go live until this trailer dropped. And from little bits and pieces on which we've been told by Nintendo themselves, is this trailer contains actual gameplay. For me, I respect they opened pre-orders as soon as people were able to see the gameplay and actually deciding whether they like it or not. Instead of just saying, hey, Xenoblade 3, pre-orders, give us your money. You don't know a single thing about the game, but give us your money. I can respect that. But, yeah, enough talk. Enough rambling on. It's been goddamn way too long. So, yeah, we are going to be watching the trailer right now. So, in that case, sit back, relax, and just you're going to get our raw reactions first, and then we will go back through the trailer after the fact, analyze it frame by frame, and so on and so forth. The usual stuff. But with that said, let's get to the trailer.
Ricky getting excited.
Alright, Monolith Soft, what you got? Xenoblade 3, here we go. 3, 2, 1, play.
There you are! You monsters!
Cut it out! We're your friends here! Did they order you to destroy Ouroboros too?
The world, our enemy.
Even though we're being chased by both nations at once.
There's a reason we met. There has to be.
That's why!
Let's go! Come here! I got something for you!
Oh man, it looks so good.
6 parties in the battlefield.
Yeah, are they all controllable?
You've got a real death wish.
Dude, this must be pushing the Switch to its limits regarding its combat.
You share
its
a common
combat.
destiny.
I felt her thoughts. There were so many. And then they were a part of me. How are you inside me? Hold on.
Are we?
That looks like a blade. Whoa, you can transform? So it's kind of
Get stuck in!
Yeah, will do.
odd.
So you can take that form via...
Wait, are they able to combine? Oh, so it's like fusions.
Like Persona.
Dude, that's kind of badass.
Yeah.
So, dude, if there's one thing that I love about this game, it is all about unity.
That is my revenge. It's payback for Nimue dying with her wish unfulfilled.
It's a wild ride, this passage of fate. We got ourselves a nice little awakening.
Passage.
Why is my name on here?
My way demands we fight. Come then, and test your mettle against my lance.
Nanana, help with fighting!
Oh, and Nopon are available to fight.
Chain attacks are a thing, yeah.
Okay, thank God. Brave Assault. So it's combining it's combining aspects of Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade 2 regarding its chain attacks.
And you alone.
Not that I have all that much time to spare. But soon. Finding a path that lets us all live. I will make that my mission.
That's the marsh. That is so eerily of the Subtle Marsh. And of course, the new release date, the 29th of June, and this is something that I love. This is now the special edition of Xenoblade 3, and I personally been waiting ages to find this. Okay, hang on for a second. Okay. Oh, it's so good. Right. Excuse me. No. Stop. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, this is part of the course for what we got with Xenoblade 2. We got the big box, the steel book, and the art book. I don't know what it is. I just find it so ludicrous how you get that big, massive box, and how big is the game card? It's like big box, teeny tiny game.
We're gonna need to find space on our Xeno shelf.
We are, but we'll get to that, I guess, coming June. But dude, now I've heard various bits and pieces, and people are still unsure about this, and I will keep on tabs on it. The special edition right here, it is for America as well as Japan. I've heard rumblings that it is the same for Europe, but that remains to be seen. Also, hello Laser, how are you doing today? we are doing pretty goddamn well because, well, it's Xenoblade. We have just got done watching the trailer for the first time, and I'm looking forward to it. If there was any like rumblings of like, I wonder what the theme of this game's gonna be, dude, it is it is Unity and mirrored images. I love it. And the only thing that we really didn't get to experience a lot is the soundtrack.
Yeah, I heard like a guitar riff in there, and that was it.
And for me, that's a bit of a shame. When will it end? Xenoblade will never end as long as it makes money. Hence why Mario, Zelda, and whatever franchise you want to say is still around. If it makes money, it'll still be around. But dude, I am looking forward to this. Now this gonna be the end of our like oh my god Twitch segment, and we're gonna slightly go into YouTube mode here for a bit. So yeah, with that said, let's go back to the start, and let's just see what we got. Okay, first off, you can see here it's a black screen. And so on and so forth.
There you are.
And
Yeah.
when I saw this, I thought it was Cosmos.
Same thing here. But it is like this from start to finish. Oh my god, look. One side's red, one side's blue. Oh my god, there's different sides to one thing. Yeah, that is the running theme through this entire trailer, and what I am going to assume is going to be the entire game. That remains to be seen. I hope we can move and do more positional attacks like Xenoblade 1 and X. Dude, you and me both. I mean, it is going to be an amalgamation of Xenoblade 1 and Xenoblade 2, at least at a glance. So, that's a good premise to start off with.
You monsters!
Now, and of course, as we saw in the last trailer, reminiscent of Sword Valley slash Morordain, and we also get mechon-looking structures. And it would appear that early on, or maybe later on in game, depending on when this cutscene takes place, we are going to have all 6 characters at the same time. So it might start off for the part with the 2 sides being separate, but then they move together. Again, 2 sides being one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for hark on about that, but seriously, I'm loving this, especially because of what it could mean for the overall arc of Xenoblade.
Cut it out! We're your friends here!
And this is a different character. I'm going to assume same gimmick.
Did they order you to destroy?
So look, if we could just go back by that one frame. So obviously there's corruption or some kind of, I don't know, I guess mind control or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it does give credence as to why these two nations are fighting. So maybe, maybe not. Again, it's all hypothetical at this rate.
Did they order you to destroy Ouroboros too?
Just on a glance there, they mentioned Ouroboros.
Yeah, that's what the Melia lookalike said in the first trailer. It's like, the Ouroboros abhor this world.
I am going to assume the Ouroboros is like a species, or maybe a god at this point. Because I know Ouroboros is it's an actual thing, whether it's a myth or a legend or
It's a snake eating its own tail.
yeah, sure, there we go. So
Mhm.
it's a cycle, pretty much.
Yeah.
Then the cycle. Yeah, I've heard that somewhere. I've heard it somewhere before.
Yeah.
World, Al.
Okay, new character. Reminiscent of a Malthus, kind of.
Yeah.
If regarding attires.
Enemy.
And once again, same gimmick.
With the blade lines.
Yeah. Also, and I might be wrong here, but these eyes are switched.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the red's on the right and the blue's on the left this time.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean depending on which side you're from is where your eyes align?
Hmm.
I mean, that's just my idea. Again, we can only speculate at this point.
Yeah.
We're being chased by both nations at once.
No, just let me just see right
Both
there.
nations at once.
Hard to say which characters these could be. Obviously, characters we ain't seen yet. I'm just gonna guess if they're reminiscent of characters we already know.
There's a reason we met. There has to be.
That's why.
Let's go!
And here we are. I love that cutscene of all 6 characters going in, and how we transitions to this.
Yeah.
Right. Well, let's have a look right now.
I can already tell that the portraits on the left are like the definitive edition.
This is probably using many, not assets, but many systems from the original. So, straight away, it's got the UI similarly of Xenoblade 2, which has normally the blades here as well as the attacks.
And the Ouroboros symbol on the left, so that might be like special attacks or something.
Let's have a look. See, with the eyes, it looks to me like two. Out of people it shows, they might fuse. You know what? That might be a good idea. You know what? Yeah, it makes sense. 2 sides of the same coin. I kind of like that. I kind of like that idea.
It's kind of a skew to the left.
This one?
Uh-huh.
My bad. Sorry, did not mean to. There we are. Sorry about that. Right. Lost train of thought here. Okay. So the UI, for one thing, we have aggro rings, which I'm going to assume is the blue light around each character.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, got a chain attack meter here, and also a really nice idea that I never really know. I never noticed before, but it is nice to know that here, on top here, top right, there is a monster number. So, aka how many enemies you're fighting at one time.
Mm-hmm.
So overall, that is pretty unique. And I was going to assume that that character portraits have a morale system, but that's yet to be seen.
I do think those symbols probably indicate what role they play in battle.
I believe you're right.
Like tank, healer, DPS.
And oddly enough, Mio's a tank for some reason. Whether you can switch out the roles or not, hey, I don't know. I'm not going to complain. Either way though, it it looks sleek, it looks smooth, but I can definitely understand if people seeing all this being a bit cluttered. So perhaps maybe it's a bit too much info at the same time, but hey, that's just me. I think it's fine, but I can definitely understand if people are a bit turned off at this on the first glance. So it just all depends in what these factual roles do.
I think maybe it might be like a thing with Torna where the left side controls one character and the right controls another, maybe?
I mean, the right hand side. This is definitely definitely the main attacks the character can use.
Mm-hmm.
So that's that.
Or maybe it's like symbolizing the eyes, because like maybe the change of eye color is the symbol of the Ouroboros, and that's the left side with the left eye, and the right has the right eye with the regular attacks. Maybe that's what it is.
Again, we can only speculate from what we're seeing here, literally in the first screenshot.
Yeah.
But still, though, the first look, the UI, honestly, it looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And to Sock Sniffer, if you're still here, just then the character moved. So yeah, I'm assuming you can do positional attacks, especially with the attacks you have here, like edge thrust or sword strike, which is side break or back attack.
No, I think they're referring to moving while you're auto attacking.
You know what? If that's the case, I do apologize.
That's something 2 didn't have.
Yeah. You just had to stay still.
Stutter step.
Yeah. And slight thing, but we know breaks back with the same symbols, as well as you know what? A much clearer way to know if a chain attack is being built up.
Mm-hmm.
So I can take that. Sorry, I need to remember the pause because I just get too lost. One thing I want to point out is well, for one thing, Brogs are back.
Yeah.
What's that in the background?
That's a territorial rot Bart.
Oh my god, if that really is the Rot Bart and they're coming back.
It's confirmed.
Rot Bart confirmed, alright. As well as something here for Mio. We actually get a couple of, well, not Easter eggs, but similar attacks. Her attacks are Butterfly Blade, Air Fang, and Wide Slash. Aren't they Fiora's moves?
And Gemini Strike, aka Gemini Loop.
So, obviously, Mia was going to take the Fiora role in terms of like combat attacks and moves. Now what role she's going to have later on, I don't know. But still, it is a pretty cool. It just makes me smile every time. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
With a new chain attack. Oops, sorry. I keep on doing this. Why? My bad. No, don't want to do that. Oh my god, sorry guys. With a new chain attack meter, how does reviving work? Maybe it could be a risk reward type of deal. Maybe if you want to revive, it takes away either half of the meter or maybe just all in general. It's hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
And of course here we have other things like poison status on Taeon on the left hand side, and I'm assuming a poison icon beneath the heavy Brog.
Mm-hmm.
So at least statuses are coming back. And I'm going to assume I was wrong about the aggro ring, because we only have one monster in the battle, yet 3 rings around each character. Unless monsters can attack multiple people at once, which I highly doubt. As in, like, target all 3 at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
No. But yeah, obviously it's not an aggro ring, so maybe be that hasn't come back.
That looks like a blade combo or blade special.
Uh-huh.
What is that thing?
Now, this is where things get cool. For me, this is either one of two things. Either corrupted blade, symmetry and all that, or it could be you know that monster that I forget. The main of transformed into
A Goldo.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, a Goldo in Xenoblade 2 in the land of Morpha. It might be one of those two things.
It looks like a demonic Wolfric.
Yeah, this is what I was meant to be. I mean, to be fair, they're drawing comparisons from both 1 and 2, so you never know. This guy could be called Wolfric for all we know.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's all speculative at this point.
Wish.
Now, kids, you share
Now, is this
a common destiny.
is this particular thing a thing of foresight, like what Mithra had?
Probably it has
I
something to
felt
do
her
with the
thoughts.
Ouroboros.
There were so many. And
And of course, polarity between the two characters and different sides.
then they were a
I will say it's a cool effect though.
Yeah.
part of me.
Monolith may not be able to get much graphics out of the Switch, but my god, they're gonna try and make it look snazzy.
Mm-hmm.
How are you inside me?
Yeah, this definitely looks like a blade.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Are we?
And maybe a core crystal, perhaps? Or maybe as we've seen here, it might be a fusion between two characters, which we've yet to see here.
I mean, in the top left, it says that Noah and Mio have fused.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now let's just skip ahead a little bit to a few seconds, because not only have the attacks changed, the characters also changed. Right, so we're here in what I can only assume is fusion. They have no health bar. Like Mio and Noah have no health, only a warning meter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you can't get to the end of this otherwise the characters die. It's like if Overdrive killed you outright.
Mm.
So yeah, it's a risk reward type of thing. Do you stay in this fusion form for longer in hoping to deal damage quick, or do you play it safe and try not to die?
Like an overheat.
Yeah, because and we don't know up to this point. Does taking damage increase the warning meter? Does constant attacks, you attacking, build up the meter? Does or is it just straight up a time limit?
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to say. But can I say, I love the attacks, and I can understand why there's a warning meter here. Interlink level 3, break all, annul all guards, critical hit, or pierce everything.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some pretty cool effects for what I can only assume is to be a very lucrative, because once speedrunners get their hands on this, they are going to try and break this. And maybe this is inadvertently giving them the tools to do so.
Yeah, because right now Noah and Mio are at level 0, so I'm going to assume it's like blade stages in a combo.
Maybe? Or can you make this form stronger by more combat? I don't know. Either way, I'd love to see more.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Are there playable Nopon, you think? For me, I'm going to... damn it, I've done it again.
You might be able to lock that.
Okay, give me a sec, because sorry, I keep on pressing Streamlabs.
Down in the sources. Push the lock button.
Sorry.
window capture.
Yes, I know. Yes, yes, I know. I'm not new to this whole Twitch thing. Thank you very much. But no. That's one. To answer your a question, I don't think Nopon are going to be playable. If this trailer, the brief bits we've seen, I think they're going to be assists or maybe a support you can use.
Like pawn specters or something.
Yeah, possibly. Or I know it's kind of an odd thing to reference, but maybe it's the support that you can have on Fire Emblem Free Houses, in which on random chances the Nopon can come in and either block a hit for you, take a pot shot or heal you or something or so on.
At the same time, though, we don't know if this is going to be the full cast, because there could be a secret party member that they don't want to spoil for us.
And you know what? My eagle eyes saw something just like that. So you know what? Let's continue and maybe we get answers. And already, we get to see that it's not just Noah and Mio who confuse. I'm assuming each member of our team confuse together.
So you can take that form via a strong desire or emotion.
Yeah, but as you mentioned, Alice, it just reeks of fusing personas.
Yeah, the one on the very left, that is on the very left, that especially looks like Carmen.
So I'm assuming that that two characters confuse at the same time, and I'm going to guess it's going to be restrictive. Like, say, you can't have Noah and Lance fuse. You can't have Uni and Mio fuse. I think it's just Mio and Noah, Lance and Lens.
Lance and Lens.
I think. I forget the
Lance and Cinna.
Thank you.
And Tyon and
Uni. It's Uni, I believe.
It's Lance and Cinna. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uni and Tyon.
Oh, it's going to be awkward learning these names again.
So you can take that form.
It can't be
via
any
a
more
strong
awkward
desire
than
or
when I
emotion.
miscalled Dromark.
Oh yeah, very much so. Also, with this architecture here, doesn't it kind of remind you of the theater in more in Uriah,
Yeah.
in which you fight Monopon? It's just me. They might be reusing a few assets, but hey, I'm not gonna begrudge. Alright, and again, it would appear you can fuse as well with Union Taeon, and they're level 1, so nothing here indicates on what causes that to, or maybe it's an interlink. Maybe that's what it's referring to.
Maybe it's affinity levels.
Yeah, possibly. And also, Days All, area heal on hit. Ooh boy.
That sounds broken.
Sacred Cannon AoE Morbius unblockable. That's a new one, unblockable. Oh, I'm going to assume a lot of people are going to be going for that.
Mobius is a new one as well.
Yeah. Sonic's World? Really? Anyway.
Yeah, because there's a timer at the top, so...
Yeah, and also, it's a minor thing, but if you look in the background here, you'll also see collectibles are still out in the overfield, just off to the left here.
Mm-hmm.
So, not only are collectibles back in the open field ready to be collected, but they also remain in battle, which is pretty cool because I don't think the original or the definitive edition had that. I think once you got into a battle, everything else just despawned.
Yeah.
So, hey, it shows the Switch is running, and it's running pretty well. Nah.
That's a monster from 2.
Yeah, yes it is. Again, symmetry. And again, Lance and Senna are fused together. They're level 2 and reaching warning levels. So, what would dictate that? Also, small thing up on the upper right here. is an icon, so quest marks are still available in battle.
Couple and launch.
Yeah. So I'm gonna love to use them in Xenoblade 2 in this place.
Yeah.
Just having a look at this image here, it kind of looks like Colony 6-ish, minus the bell tower.
And Earth in the background.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it. When it comes to the mainline Xenoblade games, Earth is always going to be like an overarching thing.
Yeah.
It was in 1. It was definitely referenced in X. I say referenced. And 2, it was definitely seen as well. So, you know what? Who's to say that this is not going to be a thing in this game as well? And a slight tangent, the attires of each of the people walking around, it definitely looks X-esque.
Like, yeah, like more modern.
So, again, I'm just grabbing at straws here, but I really hope Xenoblade X gets more love and more references and more time.
Yeah.
Because it really needs it. As well as, it's not just the Nopon we've seen in the previous trailer that are a thing here. Obviously, amongst all humans, Nopon are a thing here too. So it's not like Tatsu's the last Nopon we ever see.
The question is, though, are they going to be called humans or Homs?
I think they were called humans. I think. It's hard to say. Anyway, let's go.
Henceforth, all orders are rescinded. Eliminate Ouroboros at all costs.
And of course we get... Then of course we see what is implied to be what is implied to be Melia. I mean, I can honestly understand why. It definitely is Jenna Coleman.
Yeah.
AKA Melia's voice actor.
Rescinded. Eliminate.
It's got a different mask. Her wings, again, I honestly don't know what to make of this.
The curls, though.
Yeah, I know. I said it before during our first analysis of the first trailer, and I'm going to say it again. I don't think this is the Melia that we know. I think this is this world's Melia. Because it's always been, because this world is about like, oh, you know, it's two different sides. So why not be two different characters? Same thing goes for Nier as well. Yeah. I think I don't want to go into theories here because that's for another video, but Monolith knows that Nier and Melia are two of the most popular characters in Xenoblade for various reasons. Let's put it that way. I don't think they would use them just for the sake of hooks for a twist. These characters are being shown in the announcement trailers for a reason. It's the perk interest. It's gonna be like, oh my god, Melia's a villain, but how? She was so sweet and innocent. Well, I gotta buy the game to find out. Yeah, that's the trick they're going for. But
I also still find it very ironic how the Melia and Nia figures are coming out at about this time.
It's almost like it was planned. It's almost like it was used to draw attention to these two characters. Because I'd like to assume Monolith kind of knows that the Xenoblade fans are like really hardcore. So they would know that a Nia or Melia figure would be released. Again, it's pulling at the heartstrings. And you can't get more heartstring pulley than Nier and Melia. For reasons I'm not going to spoil for anyone who hasn't played Xenoblade 1 or 2, in which case, why are you watching this video?
It's payback for Nimue dying with her wish unfulfilled.
Now, with that character we've seen before, but this new character we haven't. I didn't mean to do that. Morag-esque? / Laura? Maybe?
Hard to say, really.
Uh-huh. But one of the things that makes me curious is look at this on first glance. This woman's hand is made of ice, and she's holding what looks to be like a little pendant.
Mm-hmm.
Who do we know that has a pendant close to them and was encased in ice?
Mm-hmm.
It's a minor thing, but you know what? This is what this content's all about.
At the same time, though, those crystals on her forehead.
Oh, I know, absolutely. Again, I'm just speculating here, as we all.
Yeah.
It's a wild ride, this passage of fate.
New character who looks to be a bowman / shield person.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recognize the species though, unless she's another variant of Gormoti.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Also, Passage of Fate.
Passage of Fate, because you know with Xenoblade you can never get enough.
We got ourselves a nice little awakening.
Also, apparently the Monado not Monado can go onto someone's hand. Also, come on, how can you look at the sword with a circle in the middle, not be a Monado? Sorry. It's like, come on, you have to have a blade and then a circle in the middle with multi-layered glass, perhaps.
I mean, that's what Xenoblade means. It's strange blade.
Uh-huh. Otherworldly blade.
Yeah.
Awakening.
Why is my name on here?
Now, gone again. We have seen this. We have seen this kind of scenery before.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly in Xenoblade the Definitive Edition. So there's that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I really can't talk about these cutscenes apart from just stating the obvious. Long Monado. Hey, Leonardo. or Mong. No, I can't say Mong. especially not in England. I can't say that. That's a Mong. But yeah, I do apologize for anyone watching the live stream or watching the VOD or watching the YouTube video. I am assuming this is going to be made into about me not mentioning much about the cutscenes because I don't know what context the cutscenes are. I can only state the obvious. That's a floor. That's a robot. That's another robot. That's a wall. That's a guy being knocked on his ass. So again, I just feel like that's wasting time. I do apologize for that.
That looks like a young Lance.
Yeah. So are we gonna get flashbacks? It just does seem a little bit weird that if this is a flashback, that it would not be in like sepia tone or grayscale. But hey.
My way demands we fight.
Fire guy. And he was very slight there, but I can't help but notice that when that guy moved, the robot moved as well. So does this imply that he's controlling one of those robots just by his actions? Kind of like how Momcar was in Valak Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. Also, I'm gonna guess his element is fire. I don't know why, but I just get that feeling.
Come then, and test your mettle against.
And what do you know? Two titans fighting. Ain't seen that before.
And that girl.
Yeah. I'll see if I get a clearer shot of her. Give me a second.
Test your
Nah.
That wouldn't be Melia, would it? Because
I don't think so. Because her hair's normal, no wings.
I saw curl. I just thought I saw curls.
No. You really are attached to Melia's curls, aren't you?
Yeah, I kind of am.
Is it because you've drawn them for so long?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. This is the aspect that that's all Logsniff was looking for. So let's see if we can find anything about these is not on here, because obviously. Oh no! Wait, never mind. Hush my cynical mouth.
Mhm.
Wow.
7 party members on the field.
Yeah, so maybe they are playable.
I'm getting Tails vibes as a result of that.
Yeah. But 7 characters all at once? I'm going to assume they're all active on the battlefield. Granted, I can't imagine you're able to switch between them like whenever you want. Not
like Tails games.
Yeah, or Star Ocean. But that is a cool. If that is true, that's badass.
It is a bit. It's like you're gonna have to keep all of them healed.
It's a bit much. Is that what you're saying?
No, you have to keep all of them healed. That's gonna be quite taxing. It's like, oh no, Lance is low on health. Oh no, gotta keep an eye on all of them, basically.
Yeah. So again, I can it just goes back to my point about the UI. I can definitely see how people would be turned off. How there's so much on the screen, so much to keep tabs on.
Although there is also the possibility that in the beginning of the game we pick one faction, whether that's Keeves or Agnes, and then the other side that we don't pick is AI controlled. So maybe that'll hopefully ease things.
I can't imagine they would block you out from choosing them. I can't imagine, because Monolith is it's been about like having players control a lot of the battlefield. I can't imagine they would block you off from characters.
I just suggested it in the case that it'd make things easier with character management.
Maybe, but again, we don't know what's going on under the hood with this gameplay. So whether it is mostly AI controlled, whether you can adjust the parameters on what the AI does, I don't know. It's hard to say. But Jesus Christ, I mean, to be fair, with so many characters, it is a risk-reward type of thing. So many people to keep alive and so many things to balance. But when you have like a chain attack with 7 characters, Jesus.
Unless it is like a Xenoblade 2 thing where Noah and Mio were the same entity, I guess.
Possibly. But that does bring up a point though that I'm worried about though. With so many characters, which I'm going to assume are all going to be doing damage or having some part in the battle, how much of a damage sponge is this thing gonna be? How much attack is going to be needed to take a monster out? Because if it's just like what we're used to with Xenoblade 1 or 2, then the fights aren't going to last much. The fights aren't going to last long.
I mean, in this screenshot, they're in the level 30s and they're doing triple digit damage. So
maybe you can pick a team in the menu and switch between 2 characters on the field. Possibly. Again, these all sound like intriguing ideas, and you know what? I'm all for them. Because this is something that Monolith has said in the past. They have said that with each Xenoblade game they have ever done, in fact, I think they did the poll after Xenoblade 1 and 2 got released. I can't remember when it was, but I can certainly remember them asking which combat players preferred, and they were always taking feedback. So maybe they thought this was a decent mix.
Because in my personal experience, and when I've gone through in the wild, most people prefer the combat in X over all of them. So.
I can understand that, but I can also, and this is speaking for someone who found X's combat to be really like user unfriendly. Like, I will not change my stance on that. There's so many things the game doesn't tell you. No. But yeah, that's my main worry. With so many characters, how spongy are the enemies going to be? That's my worry. But anyway, Nopon characters playable. Thank God. I feel that Nopon get way too much hate for what they're worth.
Yeah.
But let's be fair, Tatsu's the reason why I think people hate Nopon a lot.
Well, I think it's more the fact that in recent installments, they tend to say meh at the end of every word.
That's a personal thing. I don't say it, but again, I've always been an outlier.
Yeah.
And we get enemies from. Is this one from X? No, this is from 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the one good. Also, I really wish, like, are these like defense? They've got to be defense ups.
Defense ups and attacks up. Yeah. Attacks ups or whatever.
Attack ups, evasion ups.
Yeah.
Buster. I'm just looking at the various attacks here and just seeing like what Easter eggs they are.
Air slash.
Air slash, because every single character's got to have a reference to Shulk at some point. If there is not a character, or dare say, if Adam Howden is not in this game, and they do not say I'm really feeling it, then missed opportunity.
Also, Xeon at the bottom.
That's something I referenced. We are going to get more than the 6 characters we see here.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm assuming you can't have more than 7. I'm assuming you can't, like, say, all this plus the Nopon. That'd be way too much. Who will the 7th party member fuse with? That's actually a good point. What if Xeon mixes with the Nopon?
That's probably why we only get 6 in the beginning, because like maybe it's like the Nopon are together and then maybe Xeon's an outlier, because if they had an odd number of characters you couldn't fuse all of them together, so 6 is probably the max. Unless,
and this is me guessing, what if the 7th character, like, we don't know what role Xeon or the Nopon are going to play, but what if the 7th character, or maybe even one of the characters here, what if they are a wild card? What if there's some kind of story convenes which says, oh, guess what? I can fuse with anyone.
Like Persona.
Yeah. Like you people, you can only fuse with one, but me, I can fuse with anyone I want.
That'll probably be Noah.
You never know. So maybe the 7th character will just be like, hey, I'm custom. Fuse me with whoever you want.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Monolith is not afraid of having you customize your combat abilities, so maybe? I don't know. Anyway, let's go on.
I've never used this kind of blade before.
Looks like this is a residential area, so we're gonna get invaded at some point.
Oh, so my theory from earlier was wrong. That wasn't a young Lance. That was a totally new Machina kid.
Yep, so so it keeps on growing.
Yeah.
So let's just count. Okay, so we got the six we know. The Nopon, we'll count them as one playable character. Xeon and Valdi. That's 9. That's 9 characters. And I'm going to assume, unless plot conveniences happen, the 6 are going to be a staple. So, dude, this is going to be a wild ride.
Yeah.
Also, it's I'm saying that a lot. I do apologize. A little note about the arcs on the monster icons here. I've seen them be blue, I've seen them be purple, but this one's also red. Now, of course, could this be like how dangerous the monster is, a la Xenoblade 1? Could it be a unique monster art, or could it be a mission specific monster? It could be mirror things.
I think it might be a unique monster because it's got the adjective name style. It's humbling something.
Again, I'm sorry that YouTube being YouTube.
But all the techniques I can.
And of course, we get chain attack. Let's just see that image right there.
But all the techniques.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but Xenoblade. I think Xenoblade has seen Persona a little bit much. Just the glass that's breaking. You see the eyes of each character. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And also, you get a Nopon as part of a chain attack. So I'm gonna guess they are confirmed to be a playable character. So yay!
I can use with it a
Right, let's have a look here, because this is something that I'm going to want to learn, because this is going to be... this is how people either break the game or how they die.
I'm seeing TP, so tension points.
Yeah. Oh, no, sorry. Tactical points. Tactical points. Completely different.
But it has the damage multiplier.
Uh-huh. So, again, it's trying to wear many hats with this one. So also, I'm just seeing a lot of things like, say, brave assault with what we're doing here.
That looks like a Noah trading card.
Xenoblade NFTs. God, please no. First blood. I can't spec. I can't say anything because I don't know what this all means in combat.
Yeah.
I would love to see tutorials in this when it actually gets when it actually gets going.
Hopefully the tutorials will be done better than they were in 2.
Yeah, oh yeah. You mean Xenoblade 2? You mean Xenoblade 3's tutorials will actually tell you the truth?
Yeah, and we'll keep the tutorials in your backlog so you can view them again if you need to.
I hope so, but again, I still cannot get over the fact that Xenoblade 2's tutorials lie to you in some ways. It's not the best.
How did it do that again?
It was on one of the... I think it's part of some of the basic mechanics, like, say, blade combos or whatnot. But anyway, though, I hate repeating myself, but just seeing all this, like flooding the screen, it's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
The first few hours of Xenoblade is gonna be really a learning experience.
Yeah.
Well, I'm all for it. Bring it on.
flashing before my eyes.
Also, are you seeing this?
He's wearing a different attire.
Yeah.
He's wearing Tyon's attire.
So, can they swap between outfits?
He's using Tyon's arts, maybe.
So they can switch between the two, or can Noah actually become a person? That's intriguing to me. Or is this a story prompt and Tyon's like naked in the background? Oh my god, why? You're wearing my clothes, Noah?
I mean, he's using Tyon's weapon as well. So maybe he's got him equipped as like a blade or something, I don't know.
Can characters take on different roles, like physically take on different roles? If so, it's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Again, it's gonna be a lot to learn.
The only thing that can change all.
Now, this character again, I really don't know. Is he Vandom? Is he Zeke? Is he something entirely different? I don't know. But the little tidbits that Monolith has released, he's definitely connected to both parties, like both areas. So he's gonna be one. He's gonna be one to look out for.
Is the will of Ouroboros. You kids, and you alone.
Not that I have all that much time to spare, but soon.
Finding a path that lets us all live. I will make that my mission.
And again, we get the title card, and we get a nice little shot of what looks to be something similar to Sator Marsh, aka one of my favorite areas in the original Xenoblade.
Mm-hmm.
But again, that was it. nice little fade, and now we know why that Nintendo accidentally leaked the box art for Xenoblade 3.
Mm-hmm.
They were making preparations for this.
At least we don't have to wait an additional 2 months.
No, but now this is going to be something I'm worried about. I alluded to this before we started watching the trailer, but to finalize my thoughts here, again, I'm not one for pre-orders, but it's only Monolith Soft and yada yada yada. Now, I'm worried that because of this push forward, what state is the game going to be in? Like, normally when a game gets pushed back, I think, you know what, they're getting more time to work on the game and iron out the kinks. Great, awesome, fantastic. When a game, it's very rare, and I mean very, very rare for a game to be pushed forward. Like I said, this is a business decision first and foremost. And obviously it's from Nintendo, not Monolith Soft themselves. Because Monolith Soft, as much as I like to consider them being a big play in Nintendo, they're still a subsidiary.
Mm-hmm.
Monolith Soft cannot go up to Nintendo and say, you know what, we're going to release the game early. Because again, copyrights and contracts and all that jazz. So yeah, this has come from Nintendo. Monolith Soft in some ways has had no choice. Unless they've stated as such, look, the game is ready to go. But again, though, I don't know.
I mean, that is my worry, but at the same time, and when the first trailer came out, Takahashi said that the game was pretty much almost done, so maybe?
Yeah, but if it was almost done, why rush it? Nothing good is ever done when you rush something.
Quote Miyamoto.
Yeah. Unless literally Monolith Soft would be just sitting down and twiddling their thumbs for two extra months. I don't know. It could be a myriad of things. It could be Monolith Soft just wants to put it out and then work on other stuff. It's really hard to say. Again, I'm happy and I'm satisfied with what we've seen from the trailer, how it looks. I feel like my only niggling point is the UI might be a little bit cluttered. It might be a little bit much, and the learning curve is definitely going to be steep at the start of the game.
Yeah,
without a doubt. So those are going to be, but that's like, you know, par for the course regarding like JRPGs and whatnot. So nothing new there.
I mean, maybe when the first trailer showed the September was a placeholder.
Possibly like a failsafe, like, look, this is the latest it'll get done by.
Yeah.
But didn't they give like an exact date in September?
No, just September 2022.
Maybe you're right. I don't know, man. I really don't.
It is worrying though, because Xenoblade 2 was a bit rushed too.
At least though, here's the one thing. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. It was going to happen anyway. At least with Xenoblade 3 not coming out in the tail end of this year, it still has a chance to be like nominated for awards and whatnot. So hopefully that happens. I'm looking at you, Jeff Keighley. Jesus Christ, snubbing Xenoblade 2 and the Definitive Edition. Shame on you. Shame on you. But yeah, I'd be here all night. Obviously, to cut things short, I'm cautiously optimistic, but at the same time, though, like I said before, Monolith Soft is the only developer that I trust regarding, like, you know what, I'll pre-order because your games have been great and you've never brought out a broken game or anything like that. So I'd like to hope that trend continues. But I guess, I mean, overall, what are your thoughts? Because I've talked a great deal.
I've pretty much said all that I wanted to say. The only thing I'm uncertain of is the collector's edition, because like I saw a tweet in the Japanese Nintendo, it was like the collector's edition will come out late fall.
Yes. For those who don't know what this is, apparently, and this is for Japan so far, we don't know the rumblings about the American version or the European version, but apparently it's rumored that the Japanese version of this, the collector's edition, players are going to be getting the game first. Yeah, but then months down the line, this is actually going to get to them. So they're getting the physical copy of the game first, and then the special edition is going to be shipped to them at a later date.
In some ways, that's not a bad idea, because it would negate the opportunity to spoil themselves in the art book.
You know what? That might actually be a decent idea. I mean, it's a long shot, but that could be one of the reasons why they've done it. Again, this is just rumblings from the Japanese side. We don't know if it's being affected on the West side. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping, and this is me being selfish, but I'm hoping the European version gets other things, like maybe a vinyl or a soundtrack CD or anything like that. Maybe.
No, I don't want our other nations to get ripped off.
True. I mean, that could be something to learn from the Definitive Edition. Possibly.
I think everybody's getting the same package right here.
If that's the case, fair enough. I just wish it had maybe just one more thing.
Soundtrack.
Yeah, a soundtrack or a Xenoblade 3 Pro controller. Oh no, I mean, our Xenoblade 2 controller is lonely.
Yeah.
But yeah, unless there's anything else to say or speculate, I can't think of anything else. Can you? Oh. I hope everyone gets at least a download code. You mean for a soundtrack, sock, or a download code for the game? Because it should be like that.
As long as it's not a life hold that you can't even get songs off of. No.
For music, yeah, I do too. I mean, the thing with that life hold USB, it actually wrecks with your computer in some ways. Yeah, because it's got some DRM on it, and it can actually set off some virus fail safes.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully they don't do that. But yeah, you know what? I kind of would be down for them having a download code for music.
There's something for music, because we still haven't gotten the full release of the Definitive Edition soundtrack.
I know, it's a goddamn shame. Real goddamn shame.
Yeah, because I want the newly updated Marsh music and everything else.
I mean, it really is weird that they haven't done it, because when you think Xenoblade, what's the first thing that you think of? I think of a banging soundtrack that goes for every Xenoblade game. 1, 2, and X, they had fantastic soundtracks, and to not have anything to do with that is just weird. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can imagine a physical soundtrack is going to be released when the game comes out at a later date. But still, the fact that you don't get anything straight off the bat, weird. But yeah, on that note, I really can't think of anything else to talk about apart from, well, you know what? Let's just give our final thoughts for this.
Do you think this game will have a DLC?
Yes. Yes. DLC in to what capacity, I do not know. To get a side story, Falatorna, the Golden Country, will it get a fighters arena, just like Xenoblade 2 did? I can't say, but DLC, yes, is my prediction. It will get DLC. So yeah. All right, so I guess we'll go on to final thoughts then. Your final thoughts, Alice?
Well, it is. I'm really happy that we don't have to wait an extra 2 months, but it's also a worrying thing, like we talked about.
Yeah.
But the gameplay looks really interesting, to be honest, with the fusion aspect of it. But like you said, it'll be a difficult spike.
Well, I look forward to that. I look forward to that. Again, I'm happy with what I've seen. It's Xenoblade with a different coat of paint, with a brand new soundtrack, and the story, and hopefully characters that I can love, play with, and just have a good old time with.
The only thing though is just like the first trailer we saw, the story is really vague and gives more questions than answers, because like Xenoblade 1, you're fighting against Mechon, and Xenoblade 2, you have to take a girl to the world tree. In this game, it's just two wars fighting and two nations fighting, and that's all you really know.
Again, it's vague. It is definitely vague, and I feel like that's intended.
Yeah.
I think Monolith Soft it's 1 and 2 established their own world. Like, look, here is the premise of Xenoblade 1. Here's the premise of Xenoblade 2. Xenoblade 3? We don't know. But oh look, some characters you might know from Xenoblade 1. Oh look, that character looks like someone from Xenoblade 2. The things we have established so strongly, and seeing them out of context makes you question and makes you want answers.
Yeah.
Well, there's only one place to do it and find out, and that's buy the game. Again, Monolith Soft is crafty. They have learned from Xenogears and Xenosaga. They're finally getting a long string of games that they've originally wanted for many years, and this time they're doing it well.
Yeah, because I think I've read that this game is using a lot of Xenogears, like found footage or something. Don't remember what it was.
Well. I know we'll never get it, but I wish we got to know what the end game was for Xenogears and Xenosaga, because they can't use the characters, they can't use some of the gimmicks in those games, and they definitely can't use existing soundtracks. I just wish that Tetsuya would just say, yeah, this was going to be the end game for Gears, this was going to be an end game for Saga. We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, I'm just really glad that Monolith has come from having been sold from Square Enix to Namco to Nintendo, and then finally proving themselves here.
Yeah.
It's a very, very much a rags to riches story, and I love it.
And we've come a long way since Operation Rainfall as well.
Oh, definitely. We'll only ship one lot of copies to only one retailer in America, to boom! Xenoblade headlines directs now. That makes me happy to see.
Yeah.
That makes me happy to see. I mean, look, Xenoblade 3 is trending on YouTube.
Xenoblade's been trending since, this game was announced. What? I've seen Shulk, I've seen Pyra, I've even seen Xenoblade X trending once or twice.
If only.
Yeah.
But again, though, guys, we are rambling on at this point. So, yeah, Alice, that's your final thoughts?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my final thought is, looks good, can't wait to play it, being optimistic, hope it's good. But we will caveat this the same way we did Xenoblade 2. We will be doing a let's play of Xenoblade 3, a blind let's play on YouTube, on our channel, Lightless YouTube. Go subscribe for that. Shilling. But yeah, one thing to know: we are avid Xenoblade fans. We cannot deny that this is our favorite franchise of all time. But just like Xenoblade 2, Xenoblade X, and every other thing that Monolith has done, when if it does something right or does something really well, whether it's a plot point, a story, music, characters, etc., yeah, sure, we'll praise it. But if it does something that, is bad, is questionable, or just outright stupid, we will call it out.
Yeah, I can just remember how much you ranted about Ursula's Blade Quest.
It is garbage. It is trash. It is horrible. It is a stupid idea.
The internet agrees with you. Don't worry about that.
Oh, don't worry. And again, it also links into my issue with the blade system in general, or the gachapon mechanics, but I digress. That's a rant for another day.
2-hour rant for another day.
Another day in the past. But no, just so you know, when we do cover Xenoblade, we will be open and honest, and we love Monolith, but we're not just gonna let them pass by any mistakes they make. Again, no one gets it right without no one learns without getting it right, without getting it wrong first. So yeah, with that, Xenoblade 3. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to sharing memories. And again, for anyone who's watching live via the VOD or the YouTube or whatever, the reason why we do blind Let's Plays is because at the end of the day, LightlicePlays, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, or anything else, it is about making memories between me and my wife. Xenoblade's kept us together for a long time. We have played the original, played through X, played through 2, so on and so forth. Then we've just grown closer together. It's about making memories. And we're just happy that we're able to do that in this modern day on the internet. And you know what? For anyone watching right now, hey, we'd be happy to share those memories with you. But on that sappy note, Xenoblade 3. Looking forward to July, where we get to make more memories. I look forward to it. But I guess with that said, this is going to be the end of the. Do you want to end things here? I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, guys. That's going to be the end of the stream, as well as the YouTube video, which I'm going to assume is being made. So yeah. With that said, thank you very much for watching, guys. You who is watching live, lurking in the chat, or via the VOD, or on YouTube. Either way, thank you very much for your time. It is very much appreciated. If you like this video, then please be sure to like it. If you don't like it, well then, why are you watching a video about Xenoblade? Why? I'll see you both soon. Have a good day and night, depending on your time zone. It's nighttime here. It is now midnight. It is midnight here in the jolly UK. And thanks for sticking around. Much appreciated, dude.
Yeah, and thanks for the follow.
Yeah, much appreciated. You know what? In fact,
our wishes come true.
I'm sorry if we missed that beforehand, but very much appreciated. But anyway, though, guys, that's gonna be it for us. So, guys, if we like, share, subscribe, whatever. Thank you very much for watching. As always, Fabian Lightning.
I'm Alice.
And we are LightlicePlays, Xenoblade fans, always and forever.
Xenoblade Couple Squad.
Until then, guys, as always, thank you very much for your time. So have a good day, good night, good afternoon, or wherever you are in the world. And we'll see you next time. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys later. Don't know when. We don't know when we're gonna stream next. It could be any time, but hey, we'll see you guys soon. Ta-ta!
I cannot wait for Xenoblade!